don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with?
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Watkins in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Niners, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Arizona defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Purdy. Open man is Jerome Jennings. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals
0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Operating from the gun, Howard. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw again. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Back to throw again. He'll get this to DeMarcano. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The tight end in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cards are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rockin' side to the beat. They snapping like big drinks, bouncing to the groove. All bodies stop, that's the new move.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 2nd and 2. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A first carry here for Jordan James. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Escaping the pressure running. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd and 5. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Back to throw. Howard. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 37 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People kiss it on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with James. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 6-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Howard now, throwing to start the drive. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
63-yard attempt.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third down.
Howard from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 9 now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to throw. Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17-all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A very solid gain of 27. In motion, the tight end.
The give is to DeMercado.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
In motion left is Watkins. Now Howard. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and they'll have to throw it anyway.
To throw is Howard. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Murray changing the play.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Here's Howard to throw from his end zone.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Well, he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd and 10, Purdy flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Now inside the 25.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
17.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Anthony Schwartz,
a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Jack Ryland taking off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they were down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On the ground, it's James. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only